easy. For you, maybe it is. I don't know. Let's find out. Look at this. Here's my Loom. I have 451 videos out of 25. And if I go to one, I cannot download it. That is kind of criminal. So let's go through here and run this checklist that I made. Zoop! Today. And these are the steps that you're going to use to find and download your Loom videos. Let's assume that you, I don't know, maybe embedded them on a blog post of your own or something like that. Anyway, today I have 10 different examples, and we don't have to go through all of them, but I'm just going to walk you through the process and empower you with the ability to do this whenever you want. So you are going to need one tool, and that tool is called YT-DLP, and I don't really want to go in this video about how to download YT-DLP, but if you're on a Mac, you need Homebrew, and then you just type brew. Is it brew download, or is it just brew YT-DLP? I don't know. It's been so long since I did this. Brew download, Brew download? Maybe it's not that. Let's find out. I don't even know. Brew install. Wow, I'm tired. I've been awake for like 4 days. So you run that. If you don't have Homebrew, you got to download Homebrew. So you're going to be working in your terminal. You're going to be using these things. They're not that complicated, but this isn't the video for that. I have other videos on that. Let's assume that you have YT-DLP, because if you have Homebrew, you just type those like 17 letters right there. If I actually guessed that right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I just guessed that correctly. Confetti. Let's get to the point. It's already like a minute in. So what we have here is some examples that I queued up for you and some different varieties. So here's the first one. And let's go through our process. First, you want to find the loom.com media URL. All right. So let's assume that your thingy is here, and you need to find like what's the Loom video URL. Maybe it's not always easy. In this case, it kind of is, because you can just copy the link and it's right there. But let's say it's not. What you can do is you can right-click and inspect, and then you can hover over the item here. You see how it selects it. And then somewhere in here, we're going to need to find a Loom thing. So we can like kind of open these up and find one, or go through and find one and figure it out. Or we can just do Command F and type loom.com and looking for a share URL. Here's one and here's another one. That's probably from that link that's like right there. Cool. So now you have, go away. Now you have the loom.com media URL. Little buggy. That's right, it's new. Then you want to understand the file formats. You just can't complete the first one. You want to understand the file formats that are available. Okay, so how do you do that? You type YT-DLP -F, capital F, and then you put in the URL. And you'll see here that for this particular one, we have HTTP transcoded MP4. You might not be familiar with this, but you're probably familiar with that. And you're probably familiar with 720p, 1280 by 720. So you'll know that, that's the resolution. We also have HLS CDN and HLS RAW 1500, but these are all MP4. So we know we're downloading an MP4, okay? So what we do, now that we understand the file formats available, we check to see if there's any additional, check to see if there's any additional media that we might want to download. Okay, how do we do that? Well, if on this command, we just check to see what file formats are available. But if we actually add in, I have it written down, I'm not going to mess it up. Tick list subs, okay. If we type in tick list subs and tick list thumbnails, and I believe you might have to put that in quotes at this point, I don't know. Now let's see what it comes up with. Okay, well, we have subtitles are available. There are no thumbnails available. Is that true? It is. I don't know. Maybe there's a thumbnail. Who knows? Maybe that's not a real thing. But we do have subtitles available. So let's say you wanted to download just the video. Okay, cool. Now we need the download command. Check your media for the download command. All right. YT-DLP. That's just the basic download command. I'm here on my desktop, so that's where it's going to go. So if I click return, it's going to download the HTTP transcoded default resolution, I believe. Let's see, that's from another thing. Here it is over on my other screen. And there's the video. If you're wondering, why doesn't this video have sound? Well, this video doesn't have sound, so it's actually correct. Let's do another one. We can pick up the pace. All right, here's another one. Same process every time, really. So we're gonna right-click inspect, or we're gonna use Shift Command C, and we're gonna find the thing. We're gonna Command F, Loom.com, look for the share URL, grab the share URL. This mouse is just so terrible. Grab the share URL like that. Then we're gonna say, just go back up to our command like this. And what we're typing in is YT-DLP-F. Can you guys see that? YT-DLP-F. Tick list subs, tick list thumbnails, and throw in the URL there. Let's see what we get. Extracting, whoops, sorry. Extracting URL, extracting no thumbnails, no subtitles. We have HTTP transcoded and HTTP raw. Okay, this time, let's see what happens if we do what we did last time, where we just said, download the default one. What do you think is going to happen? Who knows? But you'll find out. It looks like it downloaded the video.webm. So it defaulted to the HTTP raw. What's a WebM? Anybody? WebM? WebM is a file type. Web media, I think. I don't know.
Hi there.
But you can drop it in a browser and it'll play in a browser. If that's not what you wanted, that's all right. What we'll do is instead of running the default command, we would run, I believe it's, is that it? No, not real. So I wrote them down because you can't remember all this crap. Where are we? It's -F, okay. So it's YT-DLP-f HTTP transcoded, because it's saying, okay, YT-DLP, and for the file type, we want the HTTP transcoded. So big F is like, where are the files? What do we have? Small f is like, give me this file. And then you put the thing right there. I messed up and put an extra quote. And now we'll see it's downloading stuff. And this time, it downloaded in your friendly neighborhood.
Hi there.
MP4. All right. Got a couple more, but the process is pretty much the same the whole way through. So if you're ready to do it, you should go out and start doing it. Otherwise, you can download the browser control for the site downloaders. And yeah, we have a tool for it. So if you just want to like shoot around website to website and go download, you can do that too. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep rocking through a couple of these because there's, I don't know. There's one example in here actually you might want to stick around for. Here it is. Okay, skip to it. What if we ran into this one? An embed. And it doesn't have to be like the embedded video. We could also have run into it in the wild like this on a blog per se. And here's something embedded, but whatever. We have this thing embedded. Let's do our usual business. Big F. See what we got. HLS raw audio. HLS raw 1500. So this top one says it's an MP4 audio only. Audio only. But this one says it's video only. So in this case, you have to get some tape and stick them together. And the way that you do that is with this command right here. So we're going to go YT, and let me just actually run it for you the regular way we've been doing it and see what happens. Looks like it's going to work, but I already see it failed to parse here. But that might not be that bad of a deal. And then I ended up with this thing, which, hey, it actually worked. What?
Hi, it's Larissa.
That's wild. Was this not the right, did I not even do the right thing? This was the split audio one. I really didn't think that was going to work, guys. That was also a weird sound that came out of my mouth. It was like, what? It must have just gone with the... What actually happened when I ran that? Oh, yeah, okay, well, it's already been downloaded. Derp. Let's do it again. Go away. Downloaded the manifest. Okay, so it actually just found the manifest from the thingy, and it downloaded it here. Pretty neat. It didn't get the little preview, but that's all right. Well, I guess we don't need to see it. However, if you do encounter a situation where you try and do that and it doesn't work, there is this thing you can string on called best video plus best audio, which will just, especially if there's more than one quality of audio and video, it'll grab the bests. Okay, let's do one more because there is one more. All right. What? Okay, yeah. So this is a community page and there's a bunch of videos on it, right? Whatever. So we're gonna like go download one. Okay, so we go into the thing, yada yada. Shift Command. What? Option Command C. Find the thing. Command F. Loom.com. Find it. There's a lot on this page though, so here's an embed. We'll take that one. Okay, did that work? There it is. All right, great. We have our thing, and let's do what we know how to do, which is what's going on here. YT-DLP-F. This thing. Actually, this time let's do this one too. What was the subtitles one? List subs. List thumbnails. Hey, look, we have some thumbnails. Let's try and download them this time. But we have this HLS RAW 1500, HLS RAW 3200, and you can see this is a 1280 by 720, and this is a 1920 by 1080, so 720p, 1080p. Twice as big-ish. Twice as big-ish. So how do you get the one that you want? All right, well, there's a command for that. There's an app for that, right? Well, there's an app for that. So here we go. This is the command. It's YT-DLP and then small f for file. And we're going to say HLS-RAW- we want the 3200, duh. And then we're going to say, how do we get the subtitles? Tick write subs. And then we're going to say sub format, because we know that VTT and JSON is available. Let's go VTT. And then we're going to put in the, oops. Then we're going to put in the thing we're trying to download from. I'm not even sure I have the right URL at this point. I'm all over the place. Oop. Let's delete that and see what we get. We should get the best quality one, and we should get, what? That wasn't even the one that we wanted, so that was done. Trying again. Cool. Yeah, I had the wrong URL. So we have a bunch of stuff going. M3U8 transcoded JSON, failed to parse, downloading subtitles in English. So let's get rid of all this. Oh, there's actually nothing there because I got rid of it. But look what we got. Everything happened, blah, blah, blah. And this is what we ended up with.
Hi there.
The video and a .vtt file, which, if you open it, is the subtitles mapped to the time code. So that's pretty cool. There's a lot of neat stuff that you could do with that, I guess, right? What if this is a presentation on something that was presented well and you're like, I want to download those subtitles and then I want to give them to AI and have AI write a blog post about it and then publish it as me. Oh, that's how you do it. So that pretty much wraps up 10-ish or so ways to download Loom from various places. And yeah, good luck. Post your questions. I kind of sped through that, but you can slow it down if you want. And if you want an easier way to download stuff, then just go get the Loom video downloader. Peace, y'all. How do I stop this thing?